from these two concepts, from these two intentions, their motive was to present the ideas of darknet. At the time of development of this project, the real intention was why we need privacy and anonymity, because if you see the internet, we search many things over here. For example, when we perform the search over the internet, all our search are being recorded. Like you perform something, you search something on Google, and immediately other websites starts giving advertisement. If I search and accessing some airlines, some books, some clothes, you will notice that everything, my IP, my locations, my preference and other things are being recorded and used as for different purposes. Now, another reason can be like you want to search some sensitive informations over the websites, but you does not want to reveal their identity. Some these things can be whether I have the ability that I can search something like that without revealing our identity. Circumventance of censorships, like if you see that some countries blocks access of some websites. For example, Facebook was banned in China, North Korea, Iran, and Bangladesh earlier, and many other things. Some apps and other websites are blocked by different countries. Still, if you want to access those things, then how you can access? Betrays of private data. It has been noticed that whatever data we submit to the websites, it may be shared by shared with different organizations without our permissions. Surveillance. Websites are observing our behaviors. Whatever we search, whatever time we spend over the internet, all the behaviors are recorded by different websites, and they are applying different advanced technique like machine learning, data mining, and artificial intelligence to extract maximum information about us. Like in journalism, if someone wanted to post some different viewpoints, someone wants to post about some local news, but he does not want to reveal their identity, can he post that? Or human rights wings, means like someone is working in human rights wing and want to disclose something to different organizations. Law enforcement officers want to access something, or for military uses. So for this kind of intentions, can someone for this kind of intentions, the one major property is required, means user want to achieve the privacy, and in such kind of cases he does not want to reveal his identity. So motivated from those ideas, a Tor project has been created. The full form of Tor was the Onion routers. It was based upon several things, like it consists of Tor browser, which is known as Onion proxy. It consists of darknet, consists of several Onion routers, and it consists of dark websites, which is also known as anonymous services or hidden services, and consists of dark web search engine. We will discuss all these things one by one, how this work and how communication is being performed over this. So the Tor project was started in 1990s. The goal of the project was to create internet connection that do not reveal who is talking to whom, even to someone who is monitoring the network. Their aim was to create and deploy the first research design and prototype of onion routing. The goal was onion routing was to have a way to use the internet with as much privacy as possible. as much privacy as possible by routing the traffic through multiple server and performing encryption at each step of the way. So as the goal was that uh, during the communication, the packet or the data, we should apply the multiple level of encryption so that all the persons who are sitting in the middle cannot know what are the communication being performed. Based on this idea, the project was created, and it consists of two things. One is called as Tor browser, and the other thing is Onion router. So the Tor browser is basically the modified Mozilla Firefox. Uh, it is like normal browser, and have the functionality of Tor launcher. It consists of no script. I have performed the HTTP connection, means entirely HTTP connection, and it routes the traffic through the Tor network. What it does, Tor browser automatically start Tor process background and route the entire traffic through the Tor network. Uh, Upon termination of each session, the browser deletes private sensitive data such as HTTP cookies and browsing history. Because of this deletion, the previous cookies and browsing history cannot be known by other the website service providers. It avoids eavesdropping, thus retain the privacy of the internet. Anything whatever passes, anything that you browse, that is entirely goes through the Tor network, and you does not need to be care. It consists of multiple things. The first thing is, like, whenever you download the Tor browser, it fetch the current directory of it fetch the current directory from the list of from the set of distributed directory server. What are these? A distributed directory server are present over the internet. It consists of a list of onion routers uh, which will be used to perform the communication over the Tor network. These lists consist of several kind of onion routers, like some called as entry node, some called as exit node, and some called as relay node. The Tor browser download the entire set of latest list, and he can select uh, three nodes, means for the performing the communication from the entire list of the onion routers. One router he will select as an entry node, another router he will select as exit node, and one router he will select as relay node. Now, after selecting the three nodes, he can perform the he can start the communication. These browser can be available. These browser are available for both for Android mobile and for Windows, Mac and Linux operating system. The other thing upon which this entire network, entire darknet is built upon, that is called as onion router. So any computer system can be onion routers. It has to install some specific set of services that is called as relay services. Upon configuring the relay services, any computer system can work as a onion router. The purpose of onion router is to create an overlay network. Overlay network means, upon existing TCP IP protocol, this entire network will exist and communication will be performed upon that. It consists of multiple kind of nodes. One is entry node. Entry node will allow you to enter into the Tor network from whenever a sender or Tor browser will start performing the communication. It will first contact to entry node and request that let me allow please allow me to perform the communication over the Tor network. The second is relay node. The functioning of relay node is it work like an intermediate node and route the traffic from entry node to the exit node. And third kind of node is exit node. Exit node will allow you to exit traffic from Tor network to the normal network. So if if a Tor browser want to perform the communication, it has to select exit node more appropriately because each exit node has to I will answer the queries after the talk, because when we see the slides, the chats does not used to be visible, so I can answer later. So when the exit nodes, when we install a Tor browser, then it has to select exit node very crucially, because each exit node has some exit policy. Announce Exit node has to announce uh, which kind of services it is going to provide. For example, one can say that I will provide only the web services, one can say that I will provide only file sharing, or one can say that I will provide only the SMTP services. Based upon services, the browser can select the specific exit node. Another thing, exit node is also a crucial point because the entire traffic of a normal network is releases from this exit node. So these kind of spams and other things, and can have a bad reputation. So browser can select those exit node which have a good reputation. And how one can know that this node has good reputation? Um, uh, during when someone want to become exit node, any computer want to become exit node, then as I told, it has to install its relay services, and it register himself with some of the directory server. During the registration phase, it sends their IDs, their IP address, their bandwidth, and their exit policies. Then the directory server will provide a TLS certificate to that exit node, that I am signing you as a exit policy node. So if any exit node is signed by multiple directory server, then that can be considered as a good exit node.